Let's use this particular design for the front entrance to a property to illustrate the various printing options you've got when you've developed a design in gCADPlus. The simplest way is to go File and Save as PDF, and we'll just set a window and we'll just pick high resolution and OK it, and just set a box outside of the extents, if you like, of the drawing, and we'll call it Save as PDF. That will save a PDF, and it pops up, in my case, Adobe Acrobat Reader, and there's the design. We've used transparency in the design, so symbols have got transparency applied, and we're looking down through the upper canopy and we can see the design. It wasn't done at maximum resolution, but if we just go in here, I think you would agree that the resolution here is pretty good, and some of the symbols, the photographs of plants used as symbols in the design show here. So we're giving the client a lot of information and we're doing it quickly. Well, if I select the floating viewport here, notice it's set at a view scale of 50 and a fixed scale, yes, of 1 to 50. So what happens when we want to print this design using one of the high quality PDF printers? If I go now, File and Print, and pick any one of these PDF writers, I'll choose gCADPlus. The sheet size is A2, so I would set A2, and I would set Landscape. I'd probably go into Properties and go to Advanced, and I'd change this to, say, 2400, which would give us high quality resolution, and then we would print. Now I'm not going to do that now because we've used transparency in this design, and none of the PDF writers that we've been able to locate and install will print transparency. So if we want to print this particular design to a fixed 1 to 50 scale on an A2 sheet, of course we would update information in the title block. We're going to have to remove the transparent features. So I'll cancel from there, cancel again, and the way to determine those features that you need to deal with is to go View and take off Transparent Render. And we do that, and you can see a few of these symbols use transparency. So what I'm going to do now is go back into Model Space and deal with the transparency. So I could pick this symbol, and its color is currently set. What I'm going to do is set that to a very faint. I want to return back here, and I think you can see that printing and changing the color like I've done there is not going to work terribly well. So we'll go back in here, pick it, go into the edit block again, and take a fill off. We'll say no and close the block editor. And now you probably cannot see, I can just manage to see it, so that was a mistake to do that. So let's pick the block again and edit the block again, and we clearly need to set a much denser color and close it. That's much better. Now we can go back to the landscape plan, and having got rid of that, and I'll now go ahead and change the transparency of the other 3 or 4 other symbols, we can now print full size. So I'll just pause from there and do it. Well, I've now returned to the design, and transparency has been removed from all of the symbols, and I think the design still looks respectable. Let's imagine we want to print it 1 to 50 on an A2 sheet. So it's File and Print. We make our choice. Landscape, remember I went to Properties and to Advanced and set the resolution of the print. Layout is going to be landscape, so that's fine. And we need to set the sheet A2 and we're okay. Now we can print. So we're printing a proper high resolution PDF. We'll okay that. Now you need to pay attention at this next stage and be careful. Don't rush it. I'll cancel. I need to go again. File and Print. We're going to print to the paper, and I skipped through it before, but I want to show you would normally see it fitting to paper. See, the scale is 1:104, but we want it exactly 1 = 1, and then we're going to print to the sheet of A2 paper. We don't need to force colours to black, 2400. So you've got to pay a lot of attention to this scale, this step, and we'll OK it. Now it'll go off and make the print. That can take considerable time, and again I'll pause and wait till we get back. We're already there. So we can say Print PDF now. And I'll save that. So it should be, when we go to the desktop, down here, Print PDF, and I now look at it. Let's go Control L for the screen, and then we'll go Control Plus. We're zooming in, and I hope you can see that we've got very high resolution indeed. We can see the images of species in the design, and they show very nicely. So there's the two major options you've got. But in this case, we will be able to edit the title block and say 1-50, but do include A2 sheet. That means if someone picks this PDF file, they are assuming you're going to print directly to an A2 sheet. You can, of course, print PDFs on any size sheet of paper. So incorporating the scale and that statement covers all the bases.